back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Spectrum series. We are featuring a player that was featured recently, and he's playing his off race, but well, some say it's his off race, but he claims that this is his main race for some time. Starting in the bottom left corner, representing Ancient Regime here on Hardwire, it's going to be the Red Protoss, Nihed. And his opponent, representing Narcotic, I'm sorry if I mispronounce the team, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce the name, but if my German is correct, then the blue Protoss in the top right, it's going to be Käsekuchen. Alright, so it's a PvP. Got some nice cool looking skins going at it. And we have a 2-gate opener on the side of Nihed as well as on the side of Käsekuchen, I believe. Yep. And oh, look at that. Perfect wall on both sides. Of course, this should be a Grandmaster level replay. I'm not sure what Nihed's Protoss MMR is. But yeah, we'll figure it out by the build order and stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's really high. He's been GM with random as well. I think his Cern is high up in the 5k plus ranges. So yeah, Cybercore finishes, and let's see the first stack. It's going to be a Stargate, not exactly a proxy, but it's rather hidden. I am not sure if this is going to... Well, it's going to arrive a bit faster if it's an Oracle, but definitely going to help that it's hidden. It's going to be a surprise. And I'm not sure if Nihed is aware of the lack of a second pylon. Nope, Nihed never scouted. So he opens Stalker Sentry, and he's expecting Adepts, but there is no units yet. It's going to be 2 Stalkers, kind of expensive. Usually you will see 2 Adepts getting out as the 2 first units, just because it's more gas efficient. And we see the Oracle from that proxy Stargate starting up, as well as Nihed is continuing with another Sentry and another Stalker. I believe it's going to be 1 more Stalker if I'm not mistaken. So 3 Stalkers, 3 Sentries should be the opening 6 units. Now the Oracle is out, and there's a probe that tried to scout. Has he managed? Yep, he scouts that there's a natural. Now a Stalker is patrolling, and Käsekuchen is actually saving up 2 Oracles. I'm really curious what that is going to mean. Nihed is trying to scout around with that Phoenix. He's not going to find anything because he is way too much in the blind, blind spot. And he's not going to scout. Sees the robo, but this is a super late robo, so he should know that there's something up, as these 2 oracles are heading into the base. Let's see how many kills do these oracles get. Oh, that's a couple of probes going down over here, and it spots the Forge and the Twilight. Pretty standard on the side of Nihed. Well, I would say kind of like old school, or maybe not old school, it's still kind of the meta to go like Twilight Forge if nothing is going on. So you can get into Blink, and you can get into whatever you need basically. Mostly it's going to be +1 attack for ground, as it is going to be the case on the side of Nihed as well. Käse gets the Forge and the Twilight as well, but has an extra Stargate, and now Nihed knows that there's a Stargate somewhere out on the map. Question is, were these oracles coming from the corner, or were these oracles coming later at a more standard timing, so to say, and we're just saved up. So Nihed has no idea how fast the Stargate was and what's going to be the follow-up over here, I believe. And ooh, that's a stasis ward. Nice. Nice little opportunity to block like a pylon or something, or just use it as an escape route. And now the observer comes over, and both players have a robo, so pretty much mirroring each other, besides that Stargate opener. Charge is on the way, and as well as +1 on the side of Keza, and he's going for an immortal as well. What are the units on the side of Nihed? 7 stalkers and 3 sentries. Okay, so 10 units out already. Oh, nice one. Okay, but that was just a hallucination, so... Or was it? Oh, and now it's gonna go... So up. Ooh, does... I thought first, I don't know for why, what kind of reason, but first it seemed like a recall or something, but no, it was just a warping. I was thinking about what's going to be the case over here, because there's 2 immortals are going to be really painful. These 2 oracles are going to be, yep, recall was used as it should have been, and now Nihed moves out. Unit wise he has a bit more units. Oh, that's a lot of... Oh, that's 2 hallucinations. Let's see if Nihed takes the bait. He probably might have sensed that this is not a fully honest immortal clump, so nice force fields, and gets the cancel on the shield battery, gets the cancel on the Nexus. And oh, he needs to be careful. Oh, nicely done by Nihed, using that observer really well. There is an observer on the other side of the map, I think, for Keza. But this is like, oh, these 2 immortals are going to expire. And now Nihed decides to recall his army, thinking that he has a 3rd base up and running, or already saturated. Why should he just try and be the hero over here and do something dumb? These 2 oracles are going to try and go into the natural. I'm gonna spot that immortal, so Keza knows that Nihed has produced immortals, and Nihed's +2 is going to finish way faster than Keza's +2. And there's this observer which sees quite a lot. It's going to see the +2 as well, I believe. And now Keza has actually opted for the other triangle-sided 3rd base. But it's already like super late, so Nihed is out mining his opponent by a lot. Has 10 more workers, as well as only 3 more army supply, which is not the biggest advantage of all. I believe, yeah, both players have charge. Oh, hold on. Keza did not go for a... not go for the blink. And now Nihed starts +3, and he's going to have a lot of time where the upgrade advantage is going to be on his side. Takes down the full energy shield battery. This could be big, honestly. Oh, and the charge-lots are going to do a lot of damage over here, but Nihed is trying to kite and try to blink away. Nicely done by Nihed over here. Tries to get a couple more zealots, and behind that he's going for a couple of zealots of his own. And now the War Prism is out for Keza. Question is... Oh, okay. We have another Robo and a Robo Bay coming down, so I'm 69% sure that this is going to be Disruptors, because those units can be pretty much the only I'll fuck your army type of units, so yeah. Nihed, is he going for a counterattack? Nope, he's trying to go for a flank, tries to get the Archons, Oh, nicely taking out the Warpism, and now it's going to get the Immortal and gets a couple of Archons and has some of his Archons over here in the front line, and, and these 3 Immortals are going to destroy every single Archon, I believe. Oh, there's one super low HP, and one more Immortal is going to go down, and another one, and this is going to be cleaned up by Nihed over here. And still has 3 Immortals and has those sentries. Oh, doesn't pop the Guardian Shield. That sentry goes down with a lot of energy, I believe. And now a couple of his Immortals. Oh, will he manage to save it? And Kai'Sa just opts to recall the Stalker and the Immortal being the more expensive units. And Nihed just cleans up everything. Kai'Sa retreats some of his Zealots as well. And now Nihed is in pretty much a commanding lead, up 13 workers. And up almost, well, yeah, almost 30 supply, 28 to be exact. 4 base coming down for Kai'Sa, but Nihed's 4 base is already saturated in terms of minerals. Nihed is pretty much up by a huge step every single time. Has a couple of stalkers over here to be able to see the army, and I believe this is going to be a really nice run by. And now Nihed is trying to make a Stalker run by, trying to force the cancel on this 3rd base, as well as the Zealot run by is going to go in and try to clear out some probes. This is going to be a lot of lost mining time. And Kai'Sa is going to warp in some stuff and has to pop the shield battery overcharge, as the Zealots have an upgrade advantage, and those are going to be packing a punch. Does Nihed know about? No, he doesn't have knowledge of that proxy Stargate. He has yet to find that proxy Stargate. Do we have a Warpism out? Nope, not yet. We have 2 Disruptors, and we have the good old Dark Shrine coming up. Okay. We have 2 Robos and the Robobay on both sides, and I believe Disruptors are going to be the choice for both players, but Nihed is going to be up, like, I believe 2 Disruptors at the time, so much more of a chance to hit shots. The more Disruptors you have, the more chances you have basically to just zone your opponent and just do that back and forth and just force him to make a wrong move. Oh, this could be big! Oh my goodness, Nihed! Nihed is not paying attention! Oh, that was painful. That was painful. Oh no, Nihed. Oh, Nihed is in deep trouble. And he's heading towards that 3rd base where there is a cannon. Was there a cannon last time Nihed saw it? Nope. So that is something new. Was a Dark Shrine spotted? Nope. But it might just be the game sense. And now he spots he spots that those 2 DTs. And this is the only... Oh, it pops another battery overcharge. So that could be big if Nihed manages to siege a couple of times. Or just maybe once. Especially with these Zealots. Oh, it doesn't manage to get these Zealots in. What's the plan for Nihed over here? Nihed is going for +1 air. Oh, loses 3 more Stalkers. Nihed, this is not the way you want to do it, buddy. Well, I'm really curious how Nihed is going to manage a comeback from this, because now he's behind. Kai'Sa has less workers, 22 less workers, so he's not mining by far as much as Nihed, but has a 110 army supply. And now a couple of DTs and the Zealot are massacring this probe line. So now up 30 workers on the side of Nihed, and that is big, but still down 22 army supply. And now Nihed's main army is actually moving out towards Kai'Sa's 3rd base location. And we have 2 photon cannons warping in, and this could be a big shot. Oh, maybe Nihed is going to hit. Not bad of a shot, but not the shots you want. Oh my goodness, takes out 2 Archons instantly. That is really nice on the side of Nihed. Oh, manages to snipe some of those shields, but it's not going to be enough on the side of Keza. And there is a DT. Zeratul! Zeratul is just doing a really good job. Oh, the disruptor goes down before it can finish the shot. And now one of those cannons is going to go down. Disruptor shot goes wide. Oh, not even close, to be fair. Oh, but Nihed loses 1 disruptor as well. It has more disruptors. Oh, manages to snipe all the disruptors. This is big for Nihed. And this could be actually, honestly, the GG push for Nihed. Oh, he has a lot of... Oh my goodness, a lot of zealots on his tail. I was willing to say. Oh, but manages to hit the disruptor shots. And a single G is called. Wow. That was big. Alright, but now on to the surprise part of this episode. Because I have more. Stay tuned. See you in a bit. Alright, so if you thought the last game was epic, wait until we present the players on this one. The map is going to be Hardwire, just like last time, but the players are not going to be the same, because this is going to be a Protoss versus Terran rather than a Protoss versus Protoss. Spawning in the bottom left, once again, it's going to be the Ancient Regime representative, the Red Protoss, it's Nihed. And his opponent, actually, well, if you manage to take that quick peek, good for you. But it's going to be the Blue Terran, coached by none other than Special, yes, the Special, Juanito, representing Psystorm Gaming. And the player who is coaching is actually a really good content creator. It's Arbitrary Zelda. And we already see a bit of a probe harassment over here. Alright, Nihed goes for that quick question mark, trying to make his point pretty much. And oh, Arbitrary is actually skipping another SCV. Well, the SCV I guess wouldn't finish in time. And now Nihed tries to get this SCV. And Reaper is on the way. And of course, as mostly every single Protoss involved matchup is going to be decided by the first tech building after a standard opener. That's going to decide the pace of the game. And we see Marine follow up after that Reaper. Where's a Reaper? Hold on. Was that a Reaper? No. Reaper is followed up by that after that Marine. So it's going to be a late Reaper. I'm not sure why is that for, but I guess a bit of a scouting will be good nonetheless. So SCV is going to return home and going to swap places in scouting with that Reaper. Nihed patrols his adept at the margin of the main base, sorry. And we're going to see the natural finishing up, so of course Nihed is going to manage to just go for that saturation on that natural base. And the Stargate is going to be the first tech choice of Nihed. Let's see if it's going to be Oracles or Phoenixes. That is also going to decide the pace of the game, or maybe the style. Standard 111 coming for Arbitrary Zelda. And first unit. Ooh, it's a Phoenix, okay. So this could be a couple of things. Could be Phoenix Charge Lot, pure Phoenix opener, or could be Phoenix Colossus. Ooh, manages to get 2 probes for his trouble, which is really nice. And now the adept is moving across the map, but there's a bunker, so There's no way in hell, no shot that this adept gets in. Oh, hold on, what? Sal? Maybe you want to close your door next time? Not sure though. Oh, but Nihed doesn't really pay attention to that. And there's a Hellion just running by his natural mineral line. Manages to get at least one probe. Will Opportree manage to get more? Oh, and now here comes the Phoenix. Picks up, and yep, it's going to drop it. Cleaned up with style. And Opportree, I don't think he lost. He lost a single SCV this game, so that's going to be here somewhere. There's a couple of SCVs in the orange, and oh, hold on, there's two in the red, so okay, but this is going to be Phoenix and Colossi on the way. Alright, so Phoenix Colossi is going to be the name of the game. That's a really cool style. I believe the main idea should always be to manage to just keep your opponent at home until you can macro up behind it. And it's going to give you a lot of opportunity to harass. But there's a Cyclone and a Viking as well, so really good counter tools. Will we see somewhat of a third command center follow-up? I was going to ask. Yeah, this is just chipping away at some of these SCVs, and there's a turret building. There's no upgrades on either side of these players. And is this the first Colossus? Yep, it's the first Colossus. So extended thermal lance on the way, which is the Colossus range, extending that range of attack quite a lot. Okay, Opportree starts both Stimpak and combat shields. And I wonder if Nihed can actually just do something. He has one more Phoenix joining up with the rest. And now he spots the two extra barracks with tech labs researching, so he's going to know that it's bio. It's a bio play. Question is, what is going to be his answer? Because at this point, well, actually they are pretty even in supply. I believe Nihed's worker lead is necessary. He gets a couple of SCVs and tries to chip away. That's what I meant. But that turret is not going to let too much. Doesn't manage to get the Phoenix with the Cyclone. And yeah, still managing to shoo away some of these Phoenixes pretty easily. And Nihed tries to go in once again, picks up the SCV building, the third command center, gets one in the gas as well, so two SCVs for his trouble, but this is going to go down. Question is it worth to trade a Phoenix for like 2 workers, I believe. 7 workers went down on the side of Opportree, and only the same amount of 3 on the side of Nihed. It's going to join up with this single stray Phoenix to the rest. Now there's already 2 Colossi out. And Opportree's army is actually growing. He has 20 army supply lead, which is kind of big. Nihed is prepping for a 4 base, I believe, with this probe. And what are the follow-ups? We have Observer Speed on the way. And we have 3 Colossi out, as well as 7 Phoenix trying to harass over here, but I'm not entirely sure that this is going to be the way to go over here. Because Opportree's army is actually just growing. You don't really destroy anything, so I think you kind of need to. So you can see the spending is pretty even. The tech is heavily in favor of Nihed, but it's not the biggest of issues. 4 base almost halfway done for Nihed. And Opportree potentially... Oh, here's a drop. Ooh, tries to clean it up. Nicely done by Nihed. Cleans up a couple of Marines, 5 to be exact, with this Disruptor. And observer speed is done in the meantime, and now these things are going to clean up these marines. Second robo done, so probably Nihed is going to commit to that double disruptor production. And there's 2 stargates. Yep, there we go. One in each base, I believe. So there's 2 stargates, so I'm 100% sure that we're going to see a fleet beacon if there's not one yet. And we're going to go into some carriers. At least that's my gut feeling. Getting +1, a lot of phoenixes, a couple of colossi, disruptors. Disruptors are really good with carriers, I believe, because you can pretty much dominate on the ground while carriers just do whatever. Apologies, I'm yawning quite a bit. It's getting kind of late here. It's been a long day as well, not gonna lie. So it's got into quite a stalemate, I believe. And now Nihed is going to walk in, well, fly in with the phoenixes. Or will he? Okay, he's flying in, gets hit by some of those turret shots. And there's a main army of Aperture. Alright, sensor tower is done. It's going to signal a lot on Aperture's minimap. Now Nihed actually goes out for a 5th base? Alright, that's ballsy, I have to admit. Well, Nihed is just pushing out bases one after the other, and we have 3 stargates, 3 carriers producing at once. Oh, this is going to be mighty tough for Aperture as well to hold, but as well as for Nihed, I believe. Well, there's 3 colossi over here and a couple of disruptors, so he should be able to do so. We have a single carrier out as far as we can tell, and there was an observer sniped, so nicely done by Aperture once again, or maybe special just indicated him that there could be an observer above his army. Of course, having that blur, some players even like to keep it in normal mode rather than an observer to give up the extra range instead of the harder method to spot. Now Nihed tries to snipe some of these Vikings, but honestly the tanks are really powerful in this situation, but these are really good disruptor shots. Takes out and zones a lot of stuff over here. And now Nihed just needs to wait until these reload and the carriers join the fray, and now Aperture is going to realize, oh, this is really bad for me. But Nihed is like playing on an anti-timing. He's not trying to wait for the +2. He's actually just trying to go for it, as the carriers run out of interceptors. Of course, in this small number, the Marines are going to out DPS every single interceptor, and this what's it called, third base is going to go down. Also, not to mention there's ghosts in play. These medevacs go down, one of them goes down, and now the Phoenixes are kind of being traded out, and there's still no +2 air for Nihed. That is a kind of a mistake, attacking both times with the upgrade finishing rather fast. Just trying to do it without it. It's not like Aperture attacked into it. Oh, look at those those interceptors. They did pretty much nothing against these tanks. And now there's an assault at the 4th base, or X4 base, now pretty much 3rd base of Nihed. Oh, that's big! Oh my goodness! That was huge! Oh, he walked right into it! And now the carriers are going to be mega giga powerful because there's not enough Marines and Bio to just push back the interceptors. And this could really turn out to be Nihed's game to lose, actually. I wasn't sure if the Phoenix harassment is going to be enough due to not having that big of an army behind it, but turns out I couldn't be more wrong. And Nihed has observer speed, so he can just move back his observer really fast. And as you can see, there's... Oh, I don't think you can see it, but... Let's just concentrate on these disruptor shots, because these could be big. Doesn't manage to catch those Marines. These Marines are stimmed quite a bit and hurt. Well, not over-stimmed, but they are stimmed, and these medevacs are not going to be enough to heal them. Sends out one more disruptor shot, but Nihed doesn't manage to take away any more units. There's still the 5th, and there's a 6th base coming up for Nihed, as well as the 3rd is getting replaced. Oh, doesn't manage to control the disruptor shots, and now the ghosts are actually doing massive damage with those enhanced shockwaves, the EMPs upgrade. And let's see if these carriers are going to be enough to do whatever over here. But I don't think Nihed needs to give up this base. He needs to wait for more units, since his army just consisted of sophisticated units. And now Upper Tree could decide to go for a drop into the main. Could be risky, honestly, so I guess he's not deciding for it just now. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Upper Tree would just pick up some of these mines and just go for a mine drop in the middle of the game. That could be really, really nice. Oh, gets one ghost. Oh my goodness, this could be big! Upper Tree tries to split, but he loses a couple of Marines over there. That was really nicely played by Nihed over there. Being patient with the disruptor shots and doing whatever a Protoss player does. Prays for his disruptor shots to hit, and the enemy taps out of sheer anger, regardless of what type of bank he has. Ooh, hold on. There's a fight going on right now, and I wanted to just peek away. Oh, these disruptor shots are going to hit. Nicely done by Nihed over here, and Upper Tree is on his back foot, tries to run back, and manages to get one more Marine for his troubles. Wow, actually more stuff went down for Nihed, so it's still down in the resources lost tab. I mean up, but it's like negative. Now Upper Tree is forced to be at home. This carrier fleet is actually really scary right now. 14 carriers? Are you joking me? Versus 52 Marines. Alright. There's a good old saying by Retinet. If Nihed doesn't win this game, there's something wrong with it. Oh, this could be big. Hits a couple of units. Not the biggest of shots. It's not like screen worthy. But it does the job as Upper Tree Zelda taps out. Alright, that's going to be for today. Hope you enjoyed this double episode. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Be sure to hit the notification bell to be aware of my uploads. I'm going to try and stream StarCraft once a week, and also streaming other games, but not going to just talk about it right now. If you're interested, there's all kinds of links in my description, And as always, a huge shout out to CSO Esports for helping me and supporting me as a content creator. And all of you guys actually who are here, it means a lot. I am really thankful for your continued support and the good feedback in private messages on YouTube, wherever you can just post it. It's always welcome, and it's always a nice feeling. Spectrum Series Season 1 is, well, I should say, I guess it's officially over. Well, if I check my casting, then yep, it is actually over. It's not the same for CSO Spectrum, because I think there's like 1 or 2 more episodes. But that is it for Season 1 of Spectrum Series. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll take 1 maximum of 2 months of break while I prepare for Season 2. And it's going to be even better, even bigger, even everything gear, if I can call it that. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next videos. Cheers.